Zack here, and welcome back to Exit the Game, the Intergalactic Race Advent Calendar unboxing thing. So, in the previous episode of this, I goofed a puzzle. If you didn't see the last episode, I believe I have not uploaded it at the time I'm recording this yet. It will go up immediately after. If you have not seen the last episode yet, essentially what we did was there was a puzzle where I needed to not rip the page out of the storybook for once, and I goofed it. So yeah, essentially muscle memory was turned against me there. I made a whole rant on it in the actual video, so if you have not seen it yet, I would recommend it. But in any case, the 6th of December, this is what we need for the next day. 6th of December. Foreign languages are so important. The Mermalorian gave you a really helpful tip. You can shorten the racetrack via the planet Amakeko. That is the candy planet, said Klaus happily. The perfect place for a little stopover. A short time later, he lands his spaceship and jumps out. You follow him and can hardly believe your eyes. Everything here is made of sweets. Gingerbread rocks, chocolate streams, lollipop trees. It's all there. A soda UFO roars past to harvest fizzy drops from the air. What a sweet ideal. Unsurprisingly, Klaus immediately starts eating his way through the undergrowth. Klaus, you say disapprovingly, this is supposed to be a quick stop. If we stay here any longer, we won't have gained any advantage. The shortcut will have been wasted. Calm down, says Klaus, still munching. I just need a little energy kick and then I can continue. How much more energy? You've already stuffed yourself with tons of sweets. Yes, but I've not found the right thing yet. Last time I was in Amakeko, I ate some really great nuts. Real power booster. When I eat these, I'm bursting with energy. You already recognize me. Come on, you'll help me find the nuts and I promise we'll get going. Alright. Okay, so this is... I think I have an idea of what I'm supposed to do with this. In case. I did read it this time, it does say to take it out. Okay, in case. Icing numbers you have found, so use them if you're able, to cover nuts that lie around somewhere on the table. If you do as you are bidden, you will find the code once hidden. Now open door 6, but you will find 4 rail cards, F1 through F4. Okay, so I already think I have an idea of what I need to do. There are nuts on my, decoder sheet, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm going to need to do something with once I've actually opened the door. So I already have a rough idea of what I need to do. I need to do something with my decoder sheet. So I need to open door 6, wherever it is. Here it is. Yep, and it is... Aha! There is indeed a note in here. So it gave me this. It gave me 4 of these. I already get the feeling I'm going to need to do something with these once I'm able to actually read the code. These 3 nuts give you a boost. Don't let them out of sight. As icing numbers you may use if you can read them right. But wait, don't enter them just yet. There's still a second step. Okay. Icing numbers you have found, so use them if you're able. Ah, so this is a continued... Okay, so this continues the note that I have in here. Okay. Icing numbers you have found to get... Okay, so the full note is... there's 3 nuts that give you a boost, don't let them out of sight. As icing numbers you may use if you read them right. But wait, don't enter them just yet, there's still a second step. Icing numbers you have found, so use them if you're able, to cover nuts that lie around somewhere on the table. If you do as you are bidden, you will find the code once hidden. So it's a full. So there's a full note here. What are my nuts in particular? I believe my one nut is yes. To rip it all the way out. I'm using it to mark the nuts, so the code with that is actually 119. which is squared diamond Y. I'm pretty sure that is not the solution. So... Unless I accidentally found the solution already. That'd be hilarious. Gotta be something I'm not doing right. Okay. I have a rough idea what I need to do, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing it right. That's part of it. Unless I'm supposed to use them as... Okay. Okay, F3 is 0. Yeah, I'm gonna put these in order. F3 is 0, so... Okay, this is the one that's tripping me up because they're all... Unless they're all numbered, unless the thing about these numbers, these icy numbers, is that it only counts them if I use them all. Okay. Grab the book because I don't know. This is 6? This is the 6th? Yes? I don't know why I'm asking you guys. You guys will... That's what's confusing me. Okay. Alright, that's what it was. I am literally supposed to go one nut at a time for this. So... I want to say 2 for the first one. Okay, the other two don't make any numbers. So... yeah, the other two don't make any numbers. Combine them all, it doesn't make anything. So I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say 2 for this first one. So 2. I want to say 3 for the second one, but it's backwards. So we're not going to say 3 for the second one. 0. 2, 0, 1. That's not a number. Wait. It's letters. Okay, that's why I'm not getting anything from these. Okay, so you got Z, E, Z, okay. Okay. So the icing number, so the first icing number is 0. Okay. Second icing number is 4. 0, 4. And then... Zero, 4, 9. Okay, so if I do what the second step is, so I need to cover the nut with it. So 0, 4, 0, 4, and then 9 is over here. We got 3, 7, 7, which is LL Stein, which is LL, what is it? Up downward triangle. Okay. That was, okay, and... So if I go by that... There should be an LL triangle. I saw an LL triangle. I know we did. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember when. It's not. There's a very good chance it's not. And that's what I put in. Huh. It's gotta be wrong. Yeah, because it's weird that it gave me... Unless I'm just not seeing it. There's also a possibility I'm just not seeing it. There's one stunt. Hold on, unless the code is... No, I put the code in. So it is walnut. It is walnuts. Walnut. It's walnut, pine nut, green, whatever. It's walnut, almond, whatever the hell green nut is. So unless I did something wrong. No, 049's correct for the icing numbers. I got the icing numbers. So what am I doing wrong with this last step? Okay, I thought I understood the puzzle, but it gave me the wrong solution, which tells me that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, that's what it is. Hold on, I flipped them. 4, this is 4, this is 0. That's why it wasn't making sense. 4 is, okay, I flipped it. It is, in fact, that is, in fact, the correct solution. It's just not, it just went top down and didn't look at the actual nut. So we've got L circle hexagon. So L circle hexagon should be the right solution now. So, let's look at L circle hexagon. There is indeed an L circle hexagon. Okay, so I got the solution right. I just didn't notice that the nuts were in the wrong place for me to actually do the solution. So that was not bad. Let's check the actual solution book to make sure that that is indeed the correct solution. I looked at the solution yet. I literally just looked ahead to what I needed. Yes, it is. That is indeed the correct solution. Okay, that was cool. Okay, I liked that solution a lot. So the solution is L circle hexagon. So I need a pen. That was cool. I liked that. That was fun. That was a fun puzzle. Much better than the one from yesterday, because the one from yesterday was a bit, I goofed in my head, but for a different reason. So you are day 7. And I will do day 7 tomorrow. Alright, but in case, we're going to put everything back. That was really well done. I liked that puzzle. Some of the puzzles I feel definitely mess with your muscle. Like yesterday, the reason the puzzle was hard was because it messed with your muscle memory. This one, not so much. This one actually worked as intended, and I liked that. Yeah, I guess like that's my. I think that's my issue with that. Children are expected to be able to do this, and the issue is some children can't read. So, like. So that is my issue with that one. In any case, we're gonna stick this in door 6. Okay, day 7 you're going to be tomorrow. So we're almost through our first week of these. We're almost through our first full week of these, but we are a quarter of the way done through the advent calendar already. So yeah, it goes quick. It is indeed one of those things that goes quick once you know what you're doing. So, I guess I didn't really explain the solution. I guess I should take it back out to explain the solution before I actually pack everything away. I'm just going to take the cards out, I think. So to explain the solution to you guys at home, there are 2 riddles there are 2 riddles. All right, one in the calendar door and one on the calendar sheet. And they explain how these cards work. These cards are kind of shaped like that's the interesting thing that I saw that immediately clicked in my brain is you interpret these not to make numbers, but not to make numbers and letters, but not to make numbers, but to make letters. So that's how you do it. And then there's a handful of 4 numbers that you can actually get that are like 4 letters total. So there was kind of a limit on what I could do with this, but once I realized it was letters and not numbers, it immediately clicked in my head, and I love that. So yeah, you're supposed to make numbers using like the 3 pine nuts that are on the the 3 nuts that are on the riddle on the card on this thing, and it doesn't outright tell you how to get the solution. It gives you 2 riddles that tell you first how to get the numbers off these cards, and then how to put them into the table so that you get the solution. And obviously the issue with it is that I goofed the solution a little bit by not noticing that 2 of the nuts were flipped, and that fixed the solution once I figured out that was indeed the problem. But overall, it's a fun solution. It's a fun puzzle. I really am liking this batch of puzzles this time. They are really good. But yeah, that's ultimately gonna do it from me for today. So yeah, I got nothing else to say other than that was a really well done puzzle, and it immediately clicked for me once I realized what I was supposed to do. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter in the description below. Also, be sure to check out my Blue Sky as well for a similar reason. Be sure to check out my Discord. We stream. I hang out there sometimes. We have a Minecraft server over there, so please go check that out. Go check out my Twitch. I stream Saturdays and Sundays, schedule permitting. Obviously, in the middle of Christmas, that doesn't really happen as much, so please go check that out. Of course, be sure to go and check out my Patreon. It helps fund future projects on this channel, so if you have not checked that out yet, I would recommend doing that. But also, I have a second channel that it also helps support. If you have not seen that one, check that out yet, I would recommend doing so. A link is of course down in the description and on the end card for that. So please go check that out. I posted the USs over there. I have one that I made, but I'm trying to figure out how to like get it to upload properly so I can actually show it to you guys. So yeah, I will be fiddling with that a little bit over the weekend. Hopefully that'll go up. I'm gonna say Christmas. I'm gonna just put it up on Christmas, I think. If I wind up getting it to work. If not, then I will just move on. And maybe next year, same-ish time, I will try to re-upload it. But yeah, for right now, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. But in any case, yeah, if you want to see more things like it, be sure to check both those videos out linked in the end screen. Top video is the most recent one, whereas the bottom video is based on what you've already seen. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.